Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to be taking a look at a map called JD's Track. I'm going to start off by grabbing a faster car right off the bat, so let's go with an ETK series, and we'll grab the KC6TX in Cactus. It's not even cactus green, it's just cactus colored. And this thing should be able to drive on pretty much any road here, it looks like, because the dirt roads look like they're just as flat as paved roads. And then over here we got a gas station. And we only have 99.9% of our fuel left, so we can go ahead and stop here and fuel up. Except the game doesn't support that. If you run out of fuel, well, tough luck. You gotta get a brand new car, just like in real life. You run out of gas, you get your car towed to the dealership, and you say, hey, I need to trade this car in. It ran out of gas, and I need a car that actually has gas. And the problem is that just gets so expensive. I don't know how people can afford to drive their cars anymore. Like me, I'm basically just walking everywhere now because it's so expensive to always be trading in my car. And the taxes kill me too. What is the road doing right there? I gotta hit that. Like, I was too busy talking about stupid stuff to even mention that, but I had to hit that. The way the road just went up on the hill like that. And this thing's actually still driving, sort of, so I'm gonna let it try, but I'm not gonna try too much because it's, yeah, I mean, that wheel is like inverted or something. The whole suspension's on the outside of the wheel. That's not normal. So let's just grab something else, go Moonhawk. Nothing too fancy, just a regular V8 version of it. And this one will probably be a little bit more difficult to control than if I was using the K-Series, because this one's rear-wheel drive, where the K-Series was all-wheel drive. But in the past, rally racers often used rear-wheel drive cars, so I see no reason why I can't use this on the dirt if rally racers could use it on much more off-roady terrains than this. Like, this is all nice and smooth so far, no issues here. Although there is a tight corner right here, gotta really slow down to make sure we can get around that cleanly. A little bit of e-brake in it just to make sure I don't crash. I went way slow through there, but I was afraid I'd crash. Hey, wait a minute. When did I lose my front hubcap? Like, I didn't even hit anything or anything. It felt like, and I look over there, it's like, oh, my hubcap's gone. That's disappointing. I don't know how I did it. Like, normally I know when I lose a hubcap because I make an impact and I watch it fly off, but this time it's just, oh, the hubcap's gone. I almost want to just rewind the video and figure out where it fell off. Maybe it was when I first spawned it up, it just popped off and I didn't notice. That'd be my best guess, but truthfully, I have no idea. Right there, that corner got me a little bit worried. I thought it wasn't going to make it, and then it just does. Like, every time I go around a corner, I think I'm not going to make it, so I slow way down when I don't actually need to. Just something about the way this thing corners makes it where I do not have confidence in it at all. I just do not believe in this car when I go around a corner. Every time it's like, oh, is it going to make it? Oh, it is. Okay, well, that's not what I expected at all. I thought I was going to wrap myself around a tree. This time we're just going to trust it, just keep hitting the power, and there, it actually worked. We got to jump. We're going to hit that jump and not make it. Our car is too slow, so let's bring this back and pull out a faster car and try that jump again. So we're going to bring it all the way back to about there because we need to have room to get up to speed. And for the faster car, we're going to just grab the off-road version of the Sunburst because that thing has more than enough power to clear the jump and a suspension that should hopefully hold up to it. So let's grab that one. And for speed, we're basically already at the speed we hit the jump with using the Moonhawk, so that's not a problem. Now, the only thing I got to worry about is actually keeping myself slowed down a bit. We're going to try about 55 right there. And that was pretty good. A little bit too slow, but if I was going much faster than that, I would have definitely overshot it, and I would not have been able to make use of the smoothing out aspect you get when you kind of land on a ramp. Over here, we just got a little port area with stuff all over the place. You can just drive around it and fly into a crane over here. It's always a fun thing to crash into because it has some odd shapes like that where it'll really wreck up the car in good ways. Just bring it back a little bit and keep on driving. Go through the building and then out the other side, hopefully just basically in a straight line almost. Perfect. There's the road. Shortcut. I think there was a smoother way to get down here, but I saw that so perfectly lined up, I had to do it. And so we got two choices of which way to go right here. We're going to go to the right, and now we actually have some change in the terrain elevation. So it's a good thing I got the rally car right here because it's good at coping with stuff like that. Through the bridge, and then got to slow way down right there because that is a little bit of a drop-off. And just keep on going over the bumps. This is what this car is made for. Oh, maybe not that. Not that. We could do that again and actually get through it with this car, I'm sure. I just didn't realize there was going to be a big old drop off right there that would actually do that to the car. So what you do is clutch in, let it kind of coast through the water so you don't flood the engine, and then you accelerate again. Nice and easy, no damage whatsoever. A little bit of a wet engine, but it doesn't affect the way it actually drives. And you notice every time I see something, I just go right. So that means we should technically be driving on like the outskirts of the map, and then there might be a few inner roads we'll have to also drive on later because I kind of skip over them by doing this strategy. But it'll work pretty well, I would hope. It's kind of my new strategy for when I'm looking at a map like this, is just always go to the right. And if you crash into a tree, well, then you didn't go to the right enough. Or in that case, actually went too much to the right, which caused us to crash into a tree. So you go to the right. See where the road goes, slow it down. I'm actually really surprised after smashing into that tree at such a high speed, this thing is driving so straight. I figured it would be really bent up and drive awfully, but it's just a little bit crooked, and that right there did not actually damage it anymore. I thought I was about to even make it worse, but nah, it's still good. Big hill, and drop. Was that like a jump you're supposed to be able to do or something? No, maybe? I don't know, it looked kind of awkward, the angle I was coming at and stuff. But this road over here goes on for quite a while. We just keep going and going. I have no idea where it goes to and when it'll end, but I'm just going to keep driving along it to find out. Come on, steer in. I know you're damaged, just steer. You know, I wonder, am I driving on the same roads over and over? It doesn't feel like it, but I might be. Oh, the door just went straight through a tree, and then I got all curious, and that second time it didn't go straight through the tree. But the first tree, it went straight through it. That was kind of weird. I think the steering has gotten worse somehow, though, because every time I try to move to the left or right, it just isn't really anymore. Not exactly sure what would have caused it, but it definitely feels worse. Okay, so I don't remember driving through mud like that yet, so this is a different area. Big, wide open area, and here is the jump I was mentioning a second ago. I thought this was like a jump, so we're going to fly here and not quite make it because we have a damaged vehicle, so I'll pull it back and try it again with this same vehicle is healthy, because if it's a healthy one, I'm pretty sure it can make it. Sliding a little bit much, and then we floor it. 50 miles per hour, and yep, it made the jump. A little bit too fast there, but I'm pretty sure I know about what speed I need to do to actually make this, so let's do one last attempt. That one more time. So this time we got to hit the jump at about 45, 50 miles per hour. So that was right in there. So the speed we want to hit is about 48 miles per hour if I had to actually guess an exact number. Don't think I'll be able to be that precise with it, but that was pretty close to it, and that's about as smooth as you're probably going to get right there. So now we're driving back along a road we already drove on, so if we just continue along this, eventually we'll get out of here and back to where we started, or we could continue the idea of always go to the right and see where that takes us. I still don't feel like I've looped around, and now I feel like I've looped around because this is the area where we hit the jump the first time and went the other direction. So at this point, it feels like we've probably driven on pretty much every road right here. So let's just kind of find our way out of here in the most violent way possible, just flying through everything. And there's the gas station that we saw near the start of the video. Kind of drive over to it and say, what up? I need more gas. Okay, no, I can't because this thing is not driving straight at all. It's still driving somehow, though. So, you know what? I'm going to bring it to the gas station, get gas, even if the car's ruined. I don't care. Give me gas. Only when you crashed into it would blow up, just like Grand Theft Auto. Sure would be fun to see. I mean, you can kind of make it happen with some mods and stuff if you really wanted to. All right, let's hit that road again right there. We're going to just slam into it. Ha! That actually worked pretty cool. Let's do that again with something way faster. We're going to grab the drag version of the Moonhawk, and that thing should really bounce off of there. Just got to find it. Taking me a second. Ooh, an orange rally version of the Sunburst actually looks kind of neat. So 120 miles per hour. That's enough to get like 16 times slow-mo or even 100 times slow-mo. Oh, it's going so fast it doesn't go up the wall, though. It just kind of crashes into the wall. Oh, there we go. No, it still goes up it. It just deforms a lot before it actually happens. And yeah, that's not going anywhere. That's a lot of damage, though. I mean, we were going 100 plus miles per hour, so you would kind of expect a lot of damage, but still, it kind of caught me off guard how much damage it did. It really is close to just crashing into a wall right there. It's not really going up the wall, it's into the wall. Watch this, through the water. Nope, never mind, not a smooth enough transition. Worth a shot, but now the engine's hydrolocked. We'll bring it back, swap it out for something else, go I-Series, and we'll grab the 2400 TT Sport Evolution. 'Cause I really like the way this car drives. Although I've pretty much driven on every road at this point in time, haven't I? Oh well, we can just drive this thing a little bit more just because I like to drive it. I don't know if I've driven on that road yet. Go ahead and check it out. I think it kind of connects back to the road I was just on a minute ago where I was kind of starting to go in circles. But I haven't driven on this specific section of it. So we'll drive on this until I recognize the road. Once I recognize it, then we'll head back out. And I think that'll probably be the end of the video actually once I recognize it. Again, strategy of hold to the right and don't do anything on the left. Even if we're coming from a different direction, the strategy still stands. Actually, especially if we're coming from a different direction. Because we're more likely to find things that we didn't see earlier. And it looks like we're actually getting to where you would exit out of here almost. This thing is a little bit slippery in the dirt though. You see me sliding all over the place, but this is the water we had to clear through earlier where we just kind of let the engine rev down and then accelerate through it like that. So I know where I am, so that's about all we're going to do there. We'll go ahead and zoom out so you can see the whole map from above. So you can see that right there is why we kind of got a little bit lost. It just has a lot of roads that overlap in a bunch of different ways. Eventually we found our way out. And yeah, we drove on pretty much everything we could. Hey, what is that over there? There's text. It says SP or DS. Which one is it? Yeah, I really don't know. I think it's SP probably. Although I don't know what SP stands for. You'd think it would say JD considering this is JD's map. But no, it's just going to say something else. Well, we could put the car on the roof. The car has conquered the building. So dumb. It's like, why did you put the car on the roof? Just because I can. How often do you usually put a car on a roof? Not that often. Anyways, that'll do it. So until next time, this has been WhyBeAre. I'll see ya.